An emotional scene unfolded at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport as Winnie Odinga handed over her late father's favorite cape to her mother, Mama Ida Odinga, moments after the arrival of Raila Odinga's body from India.
So this is the arrival of Raila Odinga's family with Kenyan delegates wenye walikuwa wameenda kuchukua mwili yake pale India.
The East African anthem, after which we'll have a prayer.
Winnie, visibly shaken, clutched the brown cape, one of Raila's most iconic accessories, as she approached her mother. She then gently placed it in Mama Ida's hands, both women breaking down in tears as cameras clicked quietly. The crowd stood in silence, moved by the intimate exchange between mother and daughter. Many saw it as a passing of memory, the cape symbolizing Raila's strength, humility, and enduring bond with his family. Among those witnessing the heartfelt moment were President William Ruto, former President Uhuru Kenyatta, and Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, who joined Kenyans in mourning the nation's longtime opposition leader. Winnie's emotional act reminded many of the late Raila's trademark look, his hat, walking stick, and easy smile that became symbols of hope during decades of political struggle. The image of mother and daughter holding the cape will remain etched in Kenya's memory.
Winnie Odinga.
Winnie, come here. Njoo hapa. Mleta Winnie mlimani hapa. Wana huyu Winnie. Nimeleta yeye hapa. Hata kama wengine wanamtaka yeye. Usiniache. Waje aseme jambo.
Vijana oye. Asanteni sana. Leo sina mambo ya kuongea. Leo ni siku ya mzee. Nyinyi na mzee niko na yeye kila siku. Na leo ni siku yenu. So hiyo mambo mengine tutaongea baadaye. Sawa, asanteni sana.
Winnie Odinga was the closest to Raila Odinga because from the very beginning, Winnie was Raila's shadow.
Please for the cameras, I think because of how we want to package it, let's not take any more videos and photos for now, please. Yeah? So we'll allow that to go, let the video go in, we can do the wrapping, but not in front of camera.
When Raila was imprisoned during the struggle for democracy in the 1980s, Winnie was just a baby. She grew up hearing stories of her father's courage, of his suffering, but also of his dream for Kenya. While other children might have felt distant from such a father, Winnie did the opposite. She made it her mission to understand him, to walk where he walked, to speak like him, and to fight for the same things he believed in. Those who saw them together knew it. Winnie didn't just admire Raila, she defended him. When politics got messy, when critics came for Baba, Winnie was always there, standing tall, speaking truth without fear. On social media, on camera, and in private, she protected her father's image like a lioness. It was that fiery loyalty that made Raila see something of himself in her, his fearlessness, his defiance, his unshakable belief in justice. Raila often called Winnie his comrade, not just because of her activism, but because she made his right hand in his later years. During the 2022 elections, she wasn't just a daughter watching from the sidelines. She was in the war room. She was on the ground, organizing, coordinating, and advising. When Raila traveled, Winnie was there. When Raila spoke, Winnie was always behind, writing speeches, strategizing, and pushing him forward. She became his eyes, his voice, and his anchor. In his final interviews, Raila often smiled when asked about Winnie. You could see it in his eyes, that deep, quiet pride. He once said, Winnie has my spirit. She doesn't give up. To Raila, Winnie wasn't just his daughter. She was his political heir. His dream lived in her. When Fidel died, a part of Raila broke, but it was Winnie who stepped in, strong, determined, and unshaken. She became the emotional pillar that held the family together. And from that moment, their bond became unbreakable. Winnie became the child who was always there when the cameras went off, when the crowds disappeared, when politics turned painful. She stood his silence, she carried his burden. To the world, Raila Odinga was a legend, but to Winnie, he was simply Dad, and to him, she was the one who kept his fire burning. She was his lastborn, but she carried the wisdom of a firstborn. She was his youngest, but she spoke with the power of generations. And that is why, until his final days, those closest to the Odinga home knew one truth: Winnie Odinga was her father's favorite child. Today, as Kenya reflects on Raila Odinga's legacy, one name continues to rise: Winnie, because the torch has been passed, not through words, but through love. A love between a father who fought for freedom and a daughter who was his greatest victory.
Winnie, come here. Winnie, come here. Njoo hapa. Mleta mimi mlimani hapa. Wana huyu Winnie. Nimeleta hapa. Hata kama wengine wanamtaka yeye.
Usiniache. Usiniache.
Waje aseme jambo.
Vijana oye! Asanteni sana. Leo sina mambo ya kuongea. Leo ni siku ya mzee. Nyinyi na mzee, niko na yeye kila siku. Na leo ni siku yenu. So, hiyo mambo ingine tutaongea baadaye. Sawa, asanteni sana. I was asked to speak about my father, to tell a story that can bring out who he is as a person. So when I was thinking about it, I was wondering, what story could I really talk about? And I tried to remember the first memory I have of my father, which I'm going to tell you about today. You know, in our house, we're 2 sets of siblings. And my siblings have their own story, which is a very deep and sad story.